Welcome to Dan ARG YouTube. Comrade Newton, say na 34 years old boy, na overthrow for Burkina Faso. Young boy of 34 years old. Meanwhile, for Nigeria, for Edo State, our young boys, they go they join court. They kill each other. You see other picture where they here. This one where they here, so wait they for 43 years old. Now Guinea, he also overthrow a government. The other one where they here, Mali, now 40 years old, 9 day, he overthrow a government. And the reason why they overthrow their government, now because the government no care about the poor people, they no care about their people. People they suffer. Now this one now make them overthrow the government. They want make their country better. They want good things for their country. Then they fight for the poor. Make I leave you, make you hear the message wey Comrade Newton bring come here today.
Captain Abraham Traoré, 34 years old boy, led a coup d'etat to save 22 million people from suffering, hitting the West, supported by Donald Trump and Israel. Putin and your power man. Who will not be Putin on King Wa. Will not be Putin Donald Trump. Because you guys are very of less irrelevancy. Who will not be King Spain. Because why they mean why they keep on putting us into this subjection as if we serve a God of his lesser value. Waking up is a problem for them. You create a platform. Get away with no you know. The always you see your young boys. I'll just show you now your bereti yao. Please, if you are being intimidated in the old Europe, both Italy, both in Switzerland, a court in that's the first that abuse, I swear to God. Any person that you caught intimidate, please, I will give you 500 euro. What in me? Let me buy that case and bring these people to book.
A wonderful day to you all the lovers of freedom, all the patriots, all our allies, all our brethren in suffering. I bring in good tidings from the Most High God, the Creator that was never created, the God of the universe, the one who said a thing and it coming to pass in a hurry. There's something spectacular or very, very important I want to be letting us know today. And whatever information you're going to be getting here today, please, let's try as much as we can to put some of these things we are hearing from this very exalted platform, let's begin to put them into practice. Because if you take a vivid look, for those of us that do study, or if you are very conversant, or you always come on social media, you shouldn't be in a cyberspace all the time. These people, they are ready to lead you to doom. They are ready, and this is what they are called to do. I have to tell you because you have to start searching for information. Know that this thing, what I'm about to share with you right now, I don't know about it before. I think I talked about the Chancellor of Australia, 2008. He was the youngest as at then. I think he was 30 years. Another thing again that blew my mind, in the continent of Africa, is the head of state of the Burkina Faso, who led the coup d'etat or the coup d'etat to overthrow the president while the military take over, is 34 years old boy. Please share this video. 34 years old boy. If you look at me right now, I feel like crying. We have 70 years old men, 60 years old men. They don't have relevancy what they are doing in life. I guess when this boy were growing up, maybe he may belong to, you know, before you join army, there must be something spectacular about you. You must be having these military match right from the womb. That's why with the mindset I have today, that's why you could see I'm putting more energy in my activism. Because whatever thing I'm saying, I mean it. I wish I can just go to somewhere and draw out this freedom. But should I say I missed up my career when I was growing up? No. Should I say I take the right decision? In March 15, 2003, when I decided to leave for Spain, through passing through the Mediterranean Sea, even when I've read that people died, I said, if I perish, I perish. I will not regret it. Nothing is too late as far as this life is concerned. But the reason I'm going to be breaking this thing to you, did you also know the one that also led the coup d'etat in Mali was born in 1983. Then Buhari, that just finished us for another 8 years now, was the head of state. 1983. How much is Burkina Faso? How many are Burkina Faso? They are about 22 million something. Controlled by 34 years old small boy, times 2 of most of you age, that is misbehaving today. Now, I want to begin to put a lot, because the more, I don't want to pamper anybody again. I might be shutting down all my platforms, social media platforms. I will shut them down, particularly WhatsApp group. I tend to be doing video for the now, not sharing. Do you know, I'm announcing it to the world. Nobody share to the WhatsApp group. I have to finish up the video and share again. But you need freedom. 34-year-old boy called his counterpart. Please, we need to fix up this country. 34-year-old boy, Burkina Faso. Go and look at the Burkina base today, they have hope. And that boy, you need to see wherever work conference he goes. I think beneath for the fly beret they kill. Let me tell you the meaning where those one, they are 34 years old boy flying beret to take out the affair, fighting the West. What your father couldn't fight. What are you leading there here and you're killing yourself? Identify yourself as a cultist in Europe. You get me away. It go affect your children. Let me show you their berets before I introduce the topic to you. Because we are growing stupid every day by day, and social media support is one of the tools that the West and some other institutions is using to advertise whatever thing they are doing. That's why today we are feeling everything is fine. Nobody want to do the harder one. Come on to share video, people are afraid. But 34 years, let Burkina Faso be good tomorrow. You will also go there. A lot of us spend more time in Burkina Faso. Most of us were in Mali. Most of us also hustle in Mali. Where the condition of Mali good, it was not good. What makes you to hustle in Mali that you couldn't get a normal job? The Malians rose up. 39 years old guy that was given birth to in 1983 and said we must correct it. What's our army doing? Our army, they are even supporting our politicians. Our army, they are the one guiding all these useless politicians. They are the one that we also send. Meet Newton as Muritala Mohammed Airport, arrest him. Our so-called useless DS kept a man. Nigeria would have gotten their dream now. But what is to face you soon? Both you that creating content, criticizing Brafa, man, they're going to get to. And that's my prayer right now. I want it to get busted in that country so that let us do it once and for all. Who that make it go? We cannot continue like this. When Emmanuel Macron took over France, he was 39 years old. But at 50, our EDO aliens, they are gathering for nonsensical gathering. None of them talk about a gene. The only freedom that they were having was like Mazuna Ricano, these idiots in America. Then you do take spoiler. They pile up around him. They couldn't tell him the truth. That go and look at him today. Don't have no freedom fighter standing from them. They have nobody. But you want to get it clear. How are you going to get it? I was only the one that forced that acronym up till today. The only man that speaks about a gene. The rest of them, they are supporting Palace. Now, Captain Ibrahim Traore, for example, can it be, for example, when he want to take over, he was leading the crew. He was not leaking about traditional rulers. He went there. They supported him. Today, God Almighty, I lift up Brafa struggle into your able hand. And I also lift up your children that is fighting, who have been fighting spiritual battle, they do it good, me good. land, also known as the donations. I commit these two groups into your able care. Continue to protect them. Anyone that come after them, kill them in a hurry. What is about to hit Nigeria? Let it not affect any of their family. As many who have contributed their best of their quarter, both in sharing our videos, in even writing comments, protect their families. But those ones who feel does not concern them, let what's about to hit Nigeria consume them. He said, because we have to separate the grain from the chaff. It's that time we separate that. Let me tell you what beret is made for. That was why when I see you now the kind of flat beret, I was very happy. This 34 years old boy who led the coup, who brought smile to the Burkina. Look at it. You know, see, I say flat beret. What have Benin people use their own to do? Abakraya. Let me fly a yellow beret now, blue beret. I go because of now they wear beret. Only how I'll because now bad even beret. Equal when you wayo. Let me see you anywhere. We have one full of that, very daft. They don't care. Small boys. When I see what other people are doing, and I say, this one a man. We are using our beret to start eradicating ourselves. This is Captain Ibrahim Traore. Then, let me show you another one. This is the head of state of Mali. Mali 21 million point 7. Look at him. These are people who have sued for transition to global greatness. It's happening in Mali. Then our people is campaigning for Tinubu. Look at them. Small boys. Making use of their lives. I go fly from Spain. Make and encourage this man make this thing for work. But we have a lot of people who came to come and look for guests. We have a lot of people who were just wanting to become an admin in a platform. Up to today, they're not changed. If not, they know what it has already started happening already. These two captains not vaccinated for you to know. Now these are people, as I rose up against globalists, thank God for the people who have bought me phone. How we they can also sponsor for us to go to what they would have do it. Thank God for the people who have supported us by one way or the other. Every man that is fighting for freedom needs help. That's why when Una Di Kano inaugurated ESN, I never even knew that what I was talking, I would have even maybe put more energy in saying it. I just added it to one of my videos. Before I know, His Excellency Mazuna Di Kano Yokpa Omano Mane, Chineke go protect that man. He caught that very video and put it on his page. What was I doing then? I was forming an alliance, but I never know. But today, you have not prayed for him once, but you want a better. We're going to give it to you, Buhari. Wait for what is coming. Wait for what is coming. Wait. And I'm the one that provoking calamity to be. And I've told you people before, until now the country is released, Nigeria will never get peace. And you people not get that peace. Come arrest me. You will never smell peace in that country. Did you have peace now? I've laid that cause before Tinubu increased fuel twice. There's no time you guys will have peace in that full country. Because our idleness and our laziness is that, I can't get it. Yet now we read the Bible pass. Go and look at some of the passage of the Bible. It was true. As a Christian, you are supposed to be more rugged. What does the book of Matthew 11 verse 12, what does it say? He says, see the day of John the Baptist up to now. He said the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Only the violent were taken before. Are you violent? You are supposed to read the Bible and be energized. You cannot read the Bible and you are still oppressed. You are an idiot. If you read the Bible and you are saying that this person today is something, you are a mad person. Holy Ghost fire consume them. What does it mean? What makes your part of Holy Ghost fire consume them? And make me the same. I'm going to go kill you there in the hurry. Because don't move for a webo. Or Balebeda divide by 2 of my age. Or you do I control me because of your nonsensical stupidity. Nobody want to do anything. I joined this man in America because I could see the potential in him. But today, that man would have ruled Nigeria.
What I'm worried about, what I'm going to go to be for spoiling himself. What I'm worried about. You think this is life? Go and look at all our people. You hear news every day, but because why? Something is going on. Let me introduce the topic. We are not even trying to have our own. Come on, when EDO is just 5 point something million. Not $10 let's talk to our kings and our chiefs. A king gets Spain, if I'm lying. 46 million people, every king gets Spain. Juan Carlos Oye, he went to go and hide the United Arab Emirates. I dare baby return in. Let come and face his court case. 46 million good people. How many is your own? But why go when you want a better society? How will you not speak the truth? If me speaking the truth will not make me to enter Nigeria again, will not enter. I will go to Burkina Faso. They will open door for me in Mali, up to Senegal, we have up to Zimbabwe. Any Zimbabwean or Burkinabe or Malians that watch my video, any of these people, they must cut land for me to farm. I want to declare political asylum. Well, because I talk to you guys, Nigeria. They will never speak the truth. The people, EDO people celebrate. EDO people go Nigeria because they are only the ethnic group that doesn't have what they are fighting for. Yoruba, they are fighting for their own. Ojoduwa nation. Brafa, they are fighting for their own. Brafa nations. Now the Fulani, they own Nigeria. Where did the EDO people belong? Come and tell me where you belong. Senseless sense of alien. They are the one giving us problem today. You have no freedom fighter in Edo State today. All of them, they are politicians. We have no single patriot. Captain Abraham Traore, 34 years old boy, led a coup d'etat to save 22 million people from suffering, hitting the West, supported by Donald Trump and Israel. Putin your power man. Who will not be Putin be king wa. Will not be Putin be Donald Trump. Because you guys are very of less irrelevancy. Who will not be king Spain because why they mean why they keep on putting us into this subjection as if we serve a God of his lesser value. Waking up is a problem for them. You create a platform. Get away no matter, you know. The always you see your young boys. I'll just show you now you bereti yao. Please, if you are being intimidated in the old Europe, both Italy, both in Switzerland, a court in to that's the first that's abuse, I swear to God. Any person I caught intimidate, please, I will give you 500 euros. What he mean? Let me buy that case and bring these people to book. They should go and learn now fly bereti. Let me show you again. If you fly bereti, I will show my way now. Stupidity. Small boys are feasting up their nations. We are killing ourselves. Now, this 39 years old guy that took over Mali was given birth to in 1983. Let me show you the other one. This 34 years old boy, if you want a boy so Dion, look at it. This is an African Russia submarine, the guy were there. He was given the latitude to speak. These people right now, they are not asking questions. How come? We Africans, we are very wealthy and we are living the most poorest mawuyeze. You don't care today. Look at your achievement. Look at what we came abroad to come and do. Blocks and cement. So, I don't even know where I'm going to start this topic. That's why I if you know you are Curtis, please come and look for me in Spain. What do you at least I need to fight a battle. We cannot just be talking. Just bring out yourself, please. You are caught. Where bring it on. I want that. I'm daring you here in Europe. Bring it on. At least let's try potentiality. Because all the truancy we cannot. I told you before, we have to fight ourselves before we get this freedom right. I wouldn't even want to kill you. I want you to pass through my hand. Let me just introduce the topic. Only our people you beg to share. A platform, we are not asking anybody for money. But people have created a platform of gubernatorial election. How can a state governor do well when the federal government is still hijacked, is still controlled from the west? How can they do well? How can they do well? These people that would have come together, let's form a revolutionary movement. I got form a revolutionary movement. Like take it back with form. Somebody that removed me from take it back. Comrade, freedom fighter. He just want imagine I would have just let us on him. He removed me because I was sharing up Baseki's video. Then we were campaigning for Baseki. He removed me. It's not even a comrade. That's what they do. He removed me, a food freedom fighter with certificate. I was in Brussels 2017. I get my picture, will still be there. I was in Roman Parliament. I was also in the city of Rome. What was that protesting for? This man today, God go punish him for even giving you time to square him. Or not to pile up, or not pile up. Go and look at. I will keep on insulting him. I will keep on insulting him. If he were told, they told you move Java and banana. I don't want what I man. I don't get money. We to 50 politicians. The state in a tolerance dollar there. A patriot or dollar. If a patriot is coming, first thing he form allies with the militaries. He form international allies. Please, we want to make sure this palace will destroy it. This institution is not giving us way. Courtism in a dossier, we need to remove it. What must we now do? Then those people will now advise him as a major general, as a colonel, or whatever. See what we must have to do. Why politicians we start, begin to lay foundation, begin to put blocks on the previous foundation. That's why God have it. That I'm part of the people that go to be even a state mind that those states. The first thing I do is to cross courtism. That's the first thing I will do. Whosoever that gave you that license, I will sue him in international court for creating such an institution. All your mates are flying beret, bringing Nigeria to the society. You are flying beret to some humiliating people. That the government has to start spending money for security agencies. Is that not a shame? 40 years old man. Go and look at some world leader today. The Buhari carry Buhari's age. We almost divide by two. He came as a head of state, as a military leader. He came again as a political leader. He finished all his dream. When Obasanjo first of all ruled Nigeria as a military, go and confirm his age. And confirm your age today. The beret you are flying at the age of 55 is a beret. We are going to make sure level where you be number one this or your level, we are going to slow it down. We are going to slow it down from here. Oh my God, also based on a letter reporting all of you. International investigation will be put on your head. Any man I don't know to you will be investigated. Look at today. We are depopulated abroad. The globalists, they are finished with us. The globalists, they are finished all their plans. A class swap, the chairman of WEF, World Economic Forum, he cannot stand me. But go and look at their policy. Very effective. Every one of us dive inside. And the same book of Proverbs, Bible chapter 18, verse 16. He said, a man, O gift, will make a way for him. He make him to sit among kings. What did your gift to make you to sit do today? He makes you to be here. A lot of people have spent 10 years in Barcelona prison. Some have spent 10 years in Madrid prison. Prison in Holland. Prison in Belgium. Prison in Germany. All in the name of Afla Berets. That cannot put anything, do anything in society. Senator will also be here and a courtist. But one thing I'm thanking God for, my activism will soon be over. One thing I'm thanking God for, that what me myself what I stood for in life is coming to pass. It must come to pass because it was with my mind. I put in that zeal and enthusiasm when I saw this very man. Precisely in 2016 ending, I saw him lamenting. through a Facebook or whatever, I entered the platform. I cost change in PFM. What did you cost? You damage it. It was the truth I was telling him. And they've already told them from one idiot. Where many, he go to rise up against us one day because a globalist already going here. That was why they fought me. But not knowing when unity was a difficult equation you can't solve. You can't solve it. Thank God for Esther's life. In the book of Esther chapter 4. He said, I'm the May Esther. If I perish, I perish. I will split my blood for this activism. Whatever thing I'm saying today, I mean it. I'm not joking. And you cannot buy me over. You're going to be seeing what is going to be coming out for Bradford soon. I'm not even sitting and saying introduce this topic. Let me just introduce this topic, please. Transition to global greatness in the continent of Africa is sacrosanct. Get that clear? Transition to global greatness in the continent of Africa is sacrosanct. Go and see Musavani before. Musavani, as we speak, is stand. Go and see what he done in Serbia. Go and see what Musavani is doing, Edion. What are you using your life for? Now, all of you is going to regret your life. Thank God today. Edo where or woman will be. You think that you sharing my video. It maybe if you had shared my video, it would have helped your brother. They would have seen me lamenting and God will touch them. Thank God today. The same globalists, the same Brigade you clap for, the same Uruguay you clap for, all of them, they are globalists. They supported the population agenda. Ugboho did not support it. Udugome did not support it. Imade Nwagbo did not support it. Newty did not support it. All we stand for is transition to global greatness. That is what I'm standing here representing my ancestors. This was the same thing they stole for 500 years ago. This was the same thing they stole for 800 years ago. I'm a replicant of my ancestors. I met my father advocating in Gbenadua. I met my father doing advocacy. I never know that I'm going to be the next person online. I have one of the most rugged activism in the whole world. The thing is just that they shrink my video. The board of trustees, I felt they were freedom fighter. Imagine my neighbor. They started saying, up till now, you have nobody sincerely where chairman, Allah will go with it. The closest allies I have today in this freedom fighting are women. Are women. A time I walk back baby phone discussing particularly the European who make them walk back because either is APC or PDP. Thank God for one of our mother in Torino. I don't know whether she can give me the permission for me to mention her name. That woman will be celebrated as soon as I leave it. That woman, she's a bomb patriot. And she walk according to her name. If I perish, I perish or any. Up to now. One of the allies, Nebraska me, the those states, you know, but that woman have done one Napoleon could even do. APFM, I understand. But the ideology of People Freedom Movement, that woman carried it. He metamorphosed it to something else. Why me those days in your bugbear where that was just me? I'm a tiger, I'm a lion. You could see that I was rugged. More face humiliation will be dirty now. But he told me one day, new thing, I'm hitting you hard so that you'll be strong. Thank you for hitting me hard. Maybe my thick where he hitting me hard, he was telling me so. May I discipline anybody there? Even the people that left Lavi, you will say video and because my only phone. How will a normal person who buy a platform, how are you going to be getting this information? Black people don't need freedom. But you have to need freedom for yourself. Because we cannot save everybody. I've told you before now, a time is going to come. If you are in Oklahoma, I will be in Massachusetts. If you are in Georgia, something will take me to California. If you are living in California, I might be told, Allah sister will tell my phone, you to please go to Manchester. You that is in Manchester, they call you to go to Liverpool. It is going to happen. Thank God that we don't have few time together. By the grace of God. Because of what you believe on. I want to do in the middle of freedom fighter. Omega non said, man, will relocate myself. I will look for freedom fighter with Boware because I want to in all my life. Yeah, you human. I want to discuss freedom. If I have any plot in Nigeria or house, I'm selling it, relocating myself, going now even Bamako or whatever. I want to build my house close to people who believe on fighting for freedom. I cannot do it even in that. I'm too big to be there because I don't want you to come and intoxicate me because I hate oppression. I'm immune to it. You might like it. It's how you get best syndrome. Let me finish introducing the topic. So transition to global greatness in the continent of Africa, that one is sacrosanct. You can go to social media and get all those ones. Then the people supporting Biafra liberation is more than what you think. It's bigger than what people say. Biafra is bigger than what people say. Nnamdi Kanu is bigger than what people call him. He's bigger than what people say. In heaven and on earth, he's bigger than what people say. Biafra struggle is bigger than what people see. He's bigger than what people is bigger than. It is bigger than. And we are not living a life that whatever thing. You see, I hear you say it to my ears, so what will I do? Oh, thank God for Russia. Thank God for them allowing Donald Trump and his allies to project them as somebody that is going to liberate Africa. You need to go and start watching news. You go and subscribe to some Africa's television station. All these ones are just intel. If you have it at least in a day, those social media, whatever, we make you to go to hell. You are feeling pain today because they were never wired to fight for freedom. No, nothing can stop it. My dear, the more you follow them, the more you become too archaic. You can still disconnect yourself while we pray for that heavy satellite 3.8 megahertz. There's nothing our God cannot do. If you want to liberate yourself, you will understand it more better. Waga understand it. I understand it for. Now, the current head of state of Burkina Faso is an interim president, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, at age 34. Is the world's youngest current serving head of state. The world. He break a record. I wish I can reduce my age again. I wish there is a way I can reduce my age to 30. Then I will start life again from there. I would have taken this very small boy as a role model to see what I can be able to do. At least I can lead a coup d'etat to also remove one enogie from any village. At least. If the courtesan will really not accept, courtesan were supposed to be a body. Now, what makes you a courtesan? Because you have mind. You know they fear anybody. That is the meaning. You know they fear anybody. Now, what one person could do? We coming together as we form a nest and we go there, we go do one. Today they are coward. They cannot ask. No court member can ask of any person stationed abroad. No court member can beg any of Balegbe. Now me they beg them, but I be HS. I they beg of Balegbe. Balegbe cannot stand my heat if you daddy bring it on. Here I'm waiting. If they carry you, come and call me. Come and call me. Our stubbornness is inbuilt. I don't even need to drink before I combine and nothing and I have to figure out to do something. I don't need to drink. Activation. Just the same way they are going to activate the emergency broker system. So let me keep on introducing the topic. So don't think that now a general like Tinubu now overthrow. The reason why I don't talk about Niger is more advanced. The money they're going to now, social media is the one of major tools the West and other institutions use to push their false narrative. Social media is the most powerful tool they are using. Social media is the one of the most powerful tools they are using. Social media. That's the one of the most powerful tools they are using today to push all manner of false narrative that they are doing. Whether good narrative or social media, what they use. If you go and have Britain or the British, how much they spend in BBC, British Broadcasting Corporation, how much they spend every year. They are not spending that money to let their people know information. They spend those money so that Africans may be into mental slavery. That's why they are spending those money. That's why they are spending the money. Why do you think Mark Zuckerberg is not just giving you money because you are enlightening people or you are educating people or they are benefiting the help you are giving to the general public? They are giving you money so that the senselessness in our society can remain. So that that kind of content you are creating that will never make your society to be developed, they want you to continue it. That's what they do. They want you to continue that same content you are creating that make people laugh. They encourage you, give you more viewers when you are doing sad. Even when you use some verbal words. If you watch it today, there are ways I write things now in Facebook. That not, I used to write it direct. For example, now, damage that they write time before direct. There are a lot of things. If I'm even going to write slave now before I put it on YouTube, that's slavery. I had to change the A to hashtag. If I'm going to write key, for example, there is a way I'm going to write it. I will not just put normal I. Why? Because of censorship. Now, what they want you to know as far as life is concerned today, as they want me you get sense rich. Now so your sense rich today. That's why our reasoning faculty as an African, the way they want us to think, the extent they want us to think, is what we are thinking today. That's why our lives have become like this. He said, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. So don't think other African leaders that are doing well or European leaders that are doing well. The Europe, they were one first also in bondage. Their founding father fought for their liberation that you are seeing today. They fought for it. They fought for it. The thing is that we Africans, we are easily carried away. You just see a young person. Look at how Brafans, the people that were helping on the canoe, look at the whole lawyers. How they sold him out because of money. And those lawyers, they are also Nigerians. Even when Brufen were supposed to involve, this is an American lawyer. We are supposed to be involved in the Kano's case. The same owner the Kano Nigerian legal team push him out from seeing the Kano. They push him out. No people fighting for the Kano. It's only few who have not taken bribe. The DOS, they took bribe. Up to now, how will you not be able to evaluate the person fighting for the release of your brother? You are fighting the same person if you have not been given money. Then you will use one of the Kano's pictures here. Leave one of the Kano. Then another person will call for sit at home. To make Nigerian government feel convenient so that they release him. You will start fighting the same person that call for sit at home. Then you want to tell me your fight is real. And most of us today, we have this fish brain. We can easily be, how will I put it? We can easily be convinced. Our brain can easily be maneuvered. That's why today they know the effectiveness of this social media. That's why whatever thing they want to do to you, they bring it on social media. They see prayer they raise in Nigeria today. Prayer were not raised before Burkina Faso take over. Go and look at Nigeria right now. I know the civil unrest there. God Almighty will calm it. The army, they are in support of the soldiers. Soon as the people that is unleashing on the evil politicians, they will also calm down. Constitution right now that put the people into problem, they suspended it. The no longer military coup d'etat that they used to do those days. The military coup d'etat you are seeing today is transition to global greatness. So that is why you have to share a video to your loved ones so that let them understand that if you hear tomorrow that military take over in Nigeria, don't start losing emotions or don't start intruding the military. They are taking over so that the constitution, the colonial yoke, the Western yoke in Africa, need to be erased. And only God knows the dimension Nigerian own is going to be taken. I guess Nigerian own is going to be the most craziest one. Nigerian own is going to be the most craziest one. Nigerian own. Because as they call them, they are the giant of Africa. It's going to be the most craziest one. There's going to be civil unrest in Nigeria soon. Now, if you have been doing anything, you don't get the one where you did. Try and fix yourself into something. If anybody can just create social media right now, create social media, use it, even though you are not seeing viewer. At least you can change 2 people's head. That 2 people will change another 2 people's head. The other 2 people will change another 2 people's head. It's not all about 1 million people may watch you. They just watch you for fun. Let's talk about the SAT, for example. Do you think people watching SAT, they are just only, just trying to laugh and forget about whatever it has happened? They have not learned anything from you. They have not learned a new grammar from you. But there are many people today right now who is knowing for the very first time that the guy that led the coup d'etat of Burkina Faso is a 34 years old boy. Still growing up. Now, how does such thought come to him? Maybe when we were joining the army, he joined the army for a purpose. Tell me today the purpose why you are in court. Have you been able to achieve it? You were in court so that people will just fear you. And if I even know that you are number 10 man, I don't need to fear you. If you respect me, I respect you. If you does not come and match my leg, I will not match your own. If you say you are strong, you match my leg, I will cut off your own. Legally. Because the right we have with our patriot, we don't infringe in people's rights. Rather than our core value must be seen, irrespective. Look at the people watching right now. Is the message not powerful? It's powerful. Why did they put us in censorship? Why are they limiting our viewers? So that this very word that is effective, so that nobody will ever hear it. Under normal condition, do you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were doing evil? Did you think Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were doing evil? Hell no, he was not doing evil. Nnamdi Kanu were never doing evil. Why did they remove his why was they blocking his Facebook, blocking his YouTube? Now, if what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is doing is not good, why was Nigerian government bringing like trillions of nairas to bribe the DOS? Even bribe part of his family. The one way not good inside, they still collect money just to sell him out. Why? Because they know that this man already know he will take over one day. That's why that thing Nigeria have prevented from happening. It would have just happened with peace. All of them, most of them will lose their head. One thing we don't really know about war, why we don't pray for war, people like us, we only want to prevent it from happening, is that war not that beautiful. Unexpected people always go. Unexpected people lost their properties. So for people like us who is standing for hygiene, to make sure everything gets better, advocating, telling the Nigerian state the truth, the reason why they must have to allow Biafra to go. You locked up a man that by the grace of God is in control of about 7 million people. The Biafra, they are Chinese of Africa. If Biafra is given the time to do what they are supposed to do, they are being given the free hand, they are being given the geographical latitude to do what, to live their normal life. China goods will not be entering Nigeria. And why do you think the West always create chaos in the continent of Africa? So that we might not grow. So that our country will be debilitated. So that we can only leave home and give them manpower. Do you know you being here as a black person? Do you know the energy you are splitting in the hair? Do you know the energy that you are splitting in the hair? Go and really confirm who you are as a black man. You are specially made. Their blood is red, I know. But there is some things your blood contains, your system contains, their own not container. That's why the more this one will come, multi-inheritance, they have a manuscript, they write it down. There's a made them. As soon as this one come, anytime you see any freedom fighter, call the people around that person, give them money, so that they can be able to sell out the person. That was all our freedom fighter have been sold. The jail that Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in jail, he does not just spend 27 years there because he was jailed by the South African people. It was the West that jailed him. Patricio Lumumba of the Democratic Republic of Congo, how was he killed? What happened to Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, a Pan-Africanist? How was he killed? How was Muammar Gaddafi killed? How was Muammar Gaddafi killed? But go and look at what Antonio Guterres is supporting, the Secretary General of UN. Nobody asked them question. Go and look at what WHO is speaking from their mouth. Go and look at what Klaus Schwab is speaking from his mouth. The World Economic Forum. They have never been arrested. They charge Iran, Iraq, and Afghanistan that there is weapon of mass destruction. There was nothing like weapon of mass destruction. The kind of name you bear today, they forcefully give it to you. They encourage you to go into courtesan and kill yourself. Later, if they find out that you have also grouped yourself in one country, they will also start arresting you. If you were illegal something, that's something you must have to indulge in. You have to be a courtesan. Why are they not allowing you to do your meeting here abroad? Why is it that Okbalebe always bust you and send you to jail? The very they know that you are courtesan. But at the time, if you are a patriot, one will go for a protest day in Italy. Do you know? It's just for you to go to one station and say, we'll be making protests here. Look how we are. Do you know? About tens of vehicles will come and surround you when you are making protests because they want to guide you so that nothing will come and harm you. But how many times have you ever seen courtists here abroad that they are doing festival, then Okbalebe is guarding them? Okbalebe will not guide you. Because they know that you are not supposed to be in such an organization. It is not all the Westerners today that are also support so that Africa will be debilitated. They are just waiting for you to speak out so that they will encourage you. Nobody to speak. Now you will think tomorrow, under normal conditions, you go and report me in any case because you wonder one idiot have sent you. Report this very boy, sue him to court. No judge go judge that case. They are going to go and study everything that I'll be saying. What did this boy stand for? He's fighting for freedom. Why would they come and report him for us to give him problem? But that is what we know how to do. Anytime they are capturing our freedom fighters, what we always do, we encourage them. Anytime they are catching our freedom fighters, what we always do, we start splitting on them. Look at some Edo alien. People call them today freedom fighters because they can lay curse on Nnamdi Kanu. A lot of people become relevant in Edo cyberspace because they can insult a governor. They have no international thing they are doing that look at what they are fighting for. The well-being of Africa does not concern them. Even the well-being of the state does not concern them. That's why there are extent they will go. No, this area, no, I don't fit to do this person and my chairman or that money will just see. That's why today, no Benin person I've ever one day asked Oshomole, what did you do with our 30 billion Water Stone project? 30 billion went down the drain. But where do you think the government is going to see money and fund the remaining thing? Let's assume that money were borrowed, for example. They know how to dig the recent leader. They don't know how to dig the past one. And those states got debilitated right from origin. If you want to speak, for example, if you cannot talk to the past one, then why are you talking to the recent one? Nobody have ever hashtag, where's our 30 billion Water Stone project? One or two commercial activists who would have also thought about it, they'll just call that one. Where if you bear with my brother, when me 2 million were yaro, they relaxed. That's why military is the only way to all this nonsense. Nigeria cannot constitute an election as we speak.
No country in the whole world today that can do free and fair election because of this Dominion voting machine and mathematic machine. They use in regular election. I know a lot of people were talking about the voting whatever of Amazon this, Amazon that. It must be done. It must be like that. But at times, I told you that, thank God this thing we are not giving to Peter Obi. If you were giving to Peter Obi, being that Peter Obi were one of your most favorites, he would have gone and made the same system, do little, and why the British or the Western yoke remain. Thank God they rang it and give it to Tinubu, so that we go dissolve the system once and for all. So what they giving you Tinubu is a testimony in disguise. It will become chaotic and aquatic. It will become chaotic if you refuse to speak out. Educate your people about the adverse effect of them not speaking what they are liable to get. That's why in the time of your trial, you have to do the little you can and leave the rest for God. It is an error for you not to do anything at all. So that's how life is. So don't always take so many things as if it's a joke. No, don't always do that. Let's be serious for once. If you see people fighting for freedom, evaluate their freedom. Do not use sentiment. Do you know that most Africans today, this coup d'etat of the Niger, have opened their eye to really see, there must be something good that is about to happen. This very Niger coup d'etat have opened a lot of Africans' eye to see that yes, something will happen. It is not, most Africans are not seeing that Russia, the help they are giving to Africa, God is using Russia to help Africa so that they may be liberated. If your liberation want to come, God must definitely use somebody to help you. God is not going to come from heaven. That's why God must definitely use one of these people to also fight for us. And today people are fighting for us. So for those of you still looking at Brafa, as there is a fight between Uronigbe and Ewosi, you are just wasting your time. These very fights have been recognized spiritually. These very fights have been recognized globally. The people repairing this war today, they've already know that Brafa is enough to get their freedom. That's why the cry of the Nigerians have reached heaven. That was why something we had done immediately. Do you know how many France army are in Niger, but yet they are facing insecurity? They are just there to always open door for devil to come inside. They are not protecting anybody. Before Donald Trump came, every of US base everywhere, they were not going there to protect the people, rather than they serve their own interest. They will also be the one that are going to send thieves, go. So that you will not suspect, you just say, these people, they are already there guarding that people, we don't need to go to that side. Even when we are hearing gunshot, they will say, yes, we have just killed 5 bandits, we have flew them, they are in Guantanamo. Perhaps they did not kill anybody. They went away with their natural resources. That was why Obama, he said he killed Osama bin Laden and buried him inside the water. He never killed Osama bin Laden. Obama and Osama bin Laden. Go and find out. He betrayed America. He not kill him. What I'm telling you, I'm going to be hearing everything. Maybe they will write it out in books. But go and do the confirmation what I'm telling you. Right. How will you bury somebody inside the water? Where the dead body? At least Titanic, where see 100 years ago or more than 100 years ago, that sank. Whatever is still there. How will you bury somebody inside the water? They lie to everybody. They brought Obama so that to come and prepare our mindset, so that for us to feel belong. A black man from Kenya, now they rule America. If really Obama is from Kenya, for example, Kenya today according to William Ruto, the president of Kenya. He said Kenya, they service up their debt with $5 billion every year. The debt they owe. To the extent the man said that the debt is a setup. They'll give you the money, not see what you use and do. Now they say IMF, International Monetary Fund, and World Bank go dissolve the money for your hands. What they want you to do, you share the money, you go with $1 billion, the other one go with $1 billion, share it. Never develop your state. Never develop your state. That's what they do. They will tell them, you were not elected to come and make the state okay. Most African country before now is being governed from afar. William Ruto said it now. He said we no longer. He said we want a country of equals, whereby you contribute a little. They said already. International Monetary Fund. He said you are the one controlling it. This is the head of France some months ago here. He said we want a continent of equals, whereby you pay, I will also pay. Ramaphosa, the president of South Africa, he also told them yesterday, say, stop treating Africa as if we are begging food from you. We are supposed to be at the dinner table of human civilization, not as a food to be eaten, not as a waiter, but as a diner. But before now, we always go there as a food to be eaten. The only achievement, the 54 states or 55 states, when I mean states, I know most of you doesn't understand, they are big countries in Africa. All what they always achieve is pictures. They snap picture, all of them will stand with suits. They snap picture and they put it on the internet. Hey, they were in Russia. Imagine 54 head of states will leave Africa continent and go and meet Japan president, just to meet Japan president. 54 head of state will leave and go to Paris. They'll go and have meeting with Macron. All they achieve, all of them will be given about 1 minute and 30 seconds to speak. None of them have ever been given time the way they gave William Ruto time the other time to talk about the financial distress. How everything is going to be reorganized. None of them have ever given one day be given that time. Have you seen your leader now? Okay, let's assume you need a elected leader. If we are giving mic to speak, they know, even the African Union, they know that Tinubu have nothing to speak. Nobody in Nigeria have anything to speak right now. The people spreading this war, they have also relegated Nigeria. I think they want to punish us. The respect Nigeria have today internationally, they don't get them. The people you see today, you see Ramaphosa, Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa. You see Museveni of Uganda standing tall. You see Paul Kagame of Rwanda standing tall. You see William Ruto of Kenya standing tall, making speech. It will not get to Nigeria now because they know you have nothing to say. They know we have nothing to say. Now, before Buhari left positions, Buhari never one day addressed us. Is always pre-recorded. The West, they know. One of the kind of way saying, this man no longer alive. They know. They supported it. You think the West will come and help you? No, they will not come and help you. You think now that once, if Nigeria done that will choose to fall out with Biafra, what Britain did by locking land and sea and food, we are no longer entering Biafra land. They will not try that again. This one is not 1967. This one is not 1967. They will not try it again. No country will ever. Okay, is it Mali that will be supporting Nigeria? No, tell me.
Or is it Cameroon that is going to be supporting Nigeria when the Amazonians are there? No, tell me country that will send up the army. Or is it Chad Republic that will come and support Nigeria? Hey, let's join you to keep Biafra. Or tell me the Western country that is going to, or the British Janjaweed is coming to come and support Nigeria to fight Biafra. These are areas we are getting it wrong. For those of you still running your politics, congratulations. But for me, I'm not playing politics. What I'm presenting to you here is the real policy that is going to lead us to transition to global greatness. That is it. I am not playing politics. I'm presenting to you here the real policy that will land us in transition to global greatness. This is how we always fold our hand with one social free. If a State government have come and even announced it, a lot of you would have not even believed, say, that injection, the UBTH head of department, I've tested it to specialist head of department. All of you will say, you don't see Anna, you know one more take on, he won't kill each and every one of us. That's what we would have said. Because we cannot see reason on our own. Imagine we as an African, we cannot still consult a free and fair election. We cannot still select our leaders. Let's assume we were 20 years when you came to Europe. Today you have spent another 15 years abroad. What have you learned? What have changed about you? What did you have here? Do you think life is just all about being matured? You have so and so money you account in Nigeria. Now, what society are you living down for your children? You may also reincarnate again. Maybe as a good father, your pikin fi you still born, he go born you. You come and meet the same suffering. Is that good? Let's even assume we do see from the spirit world. When you are there, you see. Is it not be better when you are looking at the children you are leaving behind, that they are doing great? You are not, running after them all the time because the environment is good. So, all what you are seeing today in Africa, what you are seeing today, there is Ecuador as we speak. There's civil unrest in Ecuador. There's civil unrest in Peru. Go and watch your television stations. There's civil unrest there. Political problem or political problems. They are everywhere. So the world is being shaken. The foundation of the world is shaking. Go and look at Sri Lanka. How they overthrow their own government. Go and look at them. Why the Western whatever, they are trying to cover all that so that military does not come. That's why you see Netherlands leader the other day. The Prime Minister's office stepped down. There are some that step down. We will hear them for news. But Africa's own, we too get deaf here. Military must take over. As though military take over, they are giving order to the Western force we have in Africa territory to leave. When the Burkina Faso or when the Mali told the France army to leave, instead of them to leave finally, they came to Niger. And Niger right now is going to be ordering them soon to leave. Where are they going to? No place will contain them again and leave. Democratic Republic of Congo is one of the richest African countries. Go and look at it there. So far away, they dare not be small. The slave that King Napoleon killed, more than 10 million Democratic Republic of Congo people were killed by King Napoleon, chopped off their hands. Slavery. You think this is our core value now, so we reach? We are bigger than this. The eye you use in looking yourself, you are bigger than this. It is your leader and the globalists who have restricted you to start feeling. At the time you buy 100 by 100, you feel you are made up with life. That's why women today, at the time they complete their few flats, they will breathe in and breathe out. Become a liability in a man's house. And that same 2 flat cannot buy her human hair. How much did they pay in some area? Let's say 350,000. Can that one buy you? You just build that 2 flat. In a year, you need to buy human hair to stay in urban house.
It's not our fault. That's the best we feel we can ever achieve in life. That is the best we feel we can ever achieve in life as a people. And that is what we are doing up to today as we speak. So the life we feel we are living today, let us change our aspiration and know that we are bigger than this. Let's learn to fight for our freedom. Let's learn to follow good programs. Too much of everything in life is bad. The book of Ecclesiastes, he said there is time and season for everything. It's that time we wake up for once. Fight for the kind of society you want to live. Don't wait and let anybody fight for you. Whatever thing you can do, you may not be the one that is going to execute the whole plans. At least in your parlor, design the kind of environment you want to live. Speak it out. If you are praying, pray. If you are grumbling, grumble. If you want to hate it with utmost joy. Hate it with utmost joy. Hate it as if you are celebrating. When life becomes football, play with utmost joy. When it becomes a song, sing it from the bottom of your heart. When it becomes a fight, fight it. I say tomorrow, not day. Because when trouble ends, you become an achiever, not a question mark. When trouble ends, you start living in grace. And when great work for you, you thought you don't labor for. We are in an era that nothing good this day comes easily. The kind of society you want to live, you have to fight for it. You may not carry gun, you may not go out and protest, but within your mind, fight with your consciousness. Let your spirit join at times the people that is embarking on a mission to go and scatter the deep states. I ain't too surprised at times. I'm very proud that I'm part and parcel of the people that is fighting transition to global greatness. Do you think somebody called me to start supporting Donald Trump? Or do you think somebody called me that Putin and Donald Trump, they are fighting the same fight? I know how many people have lectured of what is coming. And today everything is coming to pass. I told you about martial law. I told you about it. I told you most of the major leaders, majority of them, you're going to be stepping down. They're not stepping down today. What other thing do you want me to say again that I have not said before? Rather than I'm submitting to you here. It is very, very bad to start climbing early and sit up at late. God does not create us lesser. Our father couldn't do a lot of things, but we grow up, we read books. Why not let form a formidable force? Why not let come together? Why not let use our courtesan? Use the platform to speak to our government. Please, government, if we come and protest, you won't like it. But the thing that is worrying us that we have this mindset of we taking bribe. Those days when SUG, Student Union, used to be very effective in our universities, in our tertiary institutes, up to secondary school. Nigeria was not as worse as this. What they do these days, if they want to elect Student Union president, what they do, they will elect the one they can use easily. You see, they will meet the vice chancellor. Please, your SUG, whatever you are going to be electing, Student Union president you are going to be electing this year, the past administration really worried the government to please make sure you guys are electing somebody who can be able to bend that is flexible. That's why when Student Union, we are Student Union. Fuck up, not they come like this. Not the one way Tunubu they do so. You can't increase their fuel now. When Student Union, we are student, you can't try it. All of them will come out and shut down Nigeria. This was one of the mechanisms or machinery we used to have those days. As a people, bribing and corruption comes in. Before you know, Student Union, they will give them 1 billion. They will share it among the caucus. The people that we are supposed to say, I want to gyrate, they will tell them, please calm down. If your leader they don't say go, are you going to go? You can't go. Deal with the problem we have today. People are taking bribes. Thank God today we still have one of the patriots in Nigeria, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who refused to collect bribe. If Nnamdi Kanu have taken bribe today, you will see him fly up and down. They will even give him military position. They can even make him a Senate president if he wants. But he just wants that system. He wants every one of us life to be good. That's why Nnamdi Kanu is a different person from you. That man's heart, there is a way God has prepared his heart. So people like that are not common, who are not easily sold out. Check all our commercial activists today in Benin. One day you make one video, they just get threatened. Do you know how many threats I've received? If not for God that naturally I'm stubborn. Naturally, this is my nature. I would have rested. But it's something we need to continue doing. How will person when me use how many years I would senior round? Right now, a leader of 22 million point something people now they are not looking onto him. What can comes out of his administrations? They are going to be doing election later. Election is going to be hard later. In the future, years from now, after all the leaders might have stepped down, we are going to be having quantum election, whereby you will be voting in BURKINA FASO. You will be showing in central computer, you can't ring it. Any leader that is coming, you can no longer, is the will of the people. If you must have to be a senator, you have to come there for the will of the people. If you want to become a House of Rep member, you are not going there because of your girlfriend or your family. You are going there to go and elect your province or your locality what they need. In abroad, here at times, they call their people and they have meeting with them. What are we really lacking? If we also go to federal and let them know, look at what my people needs. Our own House of Rep member, if for example our senator is working, they are supposed to be the one drawing the federal government's attention. That's the reason why you elected them as a senator, as a House of Rep member, to all federal roles in your state that is rehabilitated. They are the one who work in line with the government, letting your mind know what you need in your state. They don't do that. Rather than they collect allocation and start roofing schools. They don't defend any constitution. They don't defend your right. That's why somebody can come from abroad. You boggle them, use them to drink water, and imprison the person. Whereby the justice system is looking. Who is to speak? Nobody to speak for you. Because the constitution is turned upside down. I have never seen where constitution is being read. Because of this big man do something, let it read the constitution. They imprison you. Before you know, they want to transfer you from Benin to enable them take you to Abuja and put that you committed cyber crime. They will say that you do that one in Abuja, they will transfer you and lock you in jail. The people in prison today in Nigeria, majority of them are innocent people. Why are they in prison? They are dictating for a better life. They put them in prison. This man that is always going to go and give bandits money, Shetima, who is he? Why is he not in prison? Under normal condition, those kind of people does not supposed to be your leader. They are your leader today because why? They came to come and do their will. Nigeria is to face Fulanization. The world is to face depopulation. Nigeria is also part of that depopulation. Now, the only way will stop it. That's why right now, the population in Niger is gone. You cannot, no doctor right now will start calling people, except when you are cake, and say, come and take this. No. The constitution has been suspended. So we need such a thing in our country. Before CBDC, we bring in their digital ID. Before Fulani, we start their mass killing. So that's why, indeed, too, we sit at home of the Biafrans. Pray for the Biafran people to oblige to the sit at home. If you really sit down at home, 2 weeks is not too big for you to pay to get your freedom. You do fast for Jesus Christ that have not even done anything for you for 2 weeks. A lot of you go into dry fasting. What is it that you stay at home
Don't open shop. It does not mean that you shouldn't be seeing the outside of your house. You can still discuss in your parlor. Stay at home. There was also sit at home in Egypt when the children of Israel was in captivity. When they were told, mark your doorstep with the blood. He said, when the angel of death will see it, they will pass over. That is to say, if you are locking your door, your doorstep, that is to say you have to close the door. You cannot lock the door and be outside. You have to be inside the house. Sit at home is biblical. So don't discourage them. What are they going to eat? What they buy the war break out? What did they eat? Should we allow what happened in 1967 to happen? Where more than 3 million brown fans were starved to death. The same Britain today, who is selfish to us with their passport. Before they can give you residential permit in Britain, you have to do like this. They make you to sweat. Just ordinary means of identification. A paper and your name is being written on it. And they print everything together. They allow you to suffer as if that thing is from heaven. Because they place value on it. And make your own to be valueless. Under normal condition, passport is passport. How many African countries today, Nigerian passport will enter without visa? How many countries? Nigerian passport cannot even enter Algeria, cannot enter Morocco. You need visa. Cannot enter South Africa, you need visa. Who put all this problem? The West. Did you need visa just for 1 year resident of Spain? You are going to Italy, going to Germany, going to Norway. You doesn't need visa. It is now because they want people to complete their digital ID process. Come and take more injection. That's why they are now trying to start restricting. By 2024, Canada is already buying the idea. America own is sacrosanct. You have to get visa before you come to EU countries. Because of what? Now, because of what they do, they are doing it because of the black people. Because we want to travel. We can never pay anything for our freedoms. People go at times, if they look for Peking, you go drink concussion. Some go, they'll sleep with pastor. They do all manner of things just to have that male child. Not knowing that that male child is also going to become a vagabond tomorrow. Not to talk about 2 weeks. I see some bloggers. They split from the two sides of their mouth. They say with the word they don't know. And they say countries where they are living. My dear, when the war breaks out, the people that you never expected that are going to be strong in war, they are more stronger. You see boys like you sleeping with your wife. You see your wife starving because of nowhere to buy medicine. Your beautiful wife today, that they respect, first lady, you see him drowning, you see her drowning. You see your husband that is very good in bed. His body can no longer get up again. You see your neighbor, beautiful house that is spent 40 years are beyond to brood. Youth will just go there and put fire on it. War is not what you pray for. Lead me not into temptation. It's better than deliver me from evil. The reason why I'm saying all these things ahead, war is not what we pray for. It's not what we pray for. Unexpected people always die. The people that died during 1967 in the Biafran War, my dear, they are no more today. I guess Nnamdi Kanu was still a baby then. He might have been giving birth to us at then. Allegedly, I think. He might have been giving birth to us at then. Then he grew up the same way Moses grew up. Because when they gave birth to Moses, well, when Pharaoh banned that any male child born of the Hebrews, the Hebrew made the Israelites, would be killed. After our mother had hid her for about 3 months, he couldn't heal him again. Made them not come kill this Peking. He carried a basket, put Moses inside, called Miriam and elder sister to Moses. He went to one local river and dropped Moses inside. He told them to see this child in my hand, and he died in my hand. Let me go and do it. I guess it was the God of his ancestors that gave him that gave her that brain. He went and dropped it there. No minding the shark, no minding the harmattan, no minding the sese, no minding the scorpion, no minding the catfish, no minding the whale, no minding the crocodile. He kept it there. But he told Miriam, watch and see what happens to your brother. The woman, he ran because they were in captivity in Egypt. Something pushed Pharaoh's daughter out of the palace to come and wash herself in one local river. Then when Moses, it was God that was even crying through Moses, the way I can perceive it. Then God began to use that baby as his voice. Come, Pharaoh's daughter. Unga, unga, unga. He could not draw the attention of Pharaoh's daughter. He said, go and fetch that baby for me. Then Miriam ran out. Miriam was a very little girl, but thank God for the sense she used. He never said, hey, na mama bona. Pharaoh's daughter carried Moses. I'll be rounding up now. He said, this is an Hebrew. Egyptian not define like this. He had compassion on Moses. He said, go to so and so tent. I guess on me. He was the one that described the tent that Miriam should go. And Miriam went to go and also call her mother. Because the description that Pharaoh's daughter gave, go to so and so tent where some may do women. He do go to women. The tent, not the beginning, go to that ending. There's a woman there call her. Then Miriam went and called her mother. Then Pharaoh's daughter said, please, take care of this child, I will pay your wages. If something do this child, what I'll do, you don't believe your eye. Take care of the child. The child that left Moses' mother before came back to Moses' mother again. Then the woman was happy. Because why? He followed the instructions of the God of his ancestors. At times, if you don't want to give or sow what is dear most to you, nothing can ever happen. That's why a good dancer knows when to leave the stage. If you stay too long, you spoil it. He never mind. If you get a weed that is very kind of you drop it inside the water. At times, if God told you leave this thing, know that He's making provision for you. After some time, Pharaoh's daughter came. He said, hey, go and call that woman. Maybe we'll only go there once in a while. I get when Moses' mother is always, bathing Moses. You always pray. I know when I was pregnant of you. Not be Moses' mama named Moses. It was not Moses' mother that named Moses Moses. It was Pharaoh's daughter. I guess what there was a name that Moses' mother were calling Moses. Maybe your wife tells me that. If you just be saying the column, Osami Dame. What God said concerning you, because I could feel it when you were in my stomach, that what God has said concerning you may come to pass. What God has said concerning you should come to pass. When it comes to the time, according to the law of the Egyptian, they want to name the child. The child will hand over to Pharaoh's daughter. Pharaoh's daughter came during the naming and said, I name you Moses because I drew you out of the water. And they never knew they were naming a child that is going to destroy their throne. As a son of Idu son, I pronounce today every evil thing in our land, and even do in collab with heaven, we condemn it. Something we have done. You name it. Your name is Moses, because I drew you to the water. Moses grew there in the palace. He ate their food. They speak corruption into his ear. Because I get once in a while, Moses' daughter was constantly carrying over Yaku. Over Yemi Yamahu. Over Mwebokahu. And here na good, I will not get finished. Over Bonikahu. He ate their food. He grew there in the palace. He was never having the mind they were having. Let's put it the way everybody know it. I'm from Edo State, for example. I'm an Edo man. I'm not from the palace. You're here now. I'm proudly saying this. People that are claiming it, God bless you, may so I have the right to do whatever thing because you are not my father. That is clear. I have where I belong. Is not, you must not force me to be your son. No. I think this should be the second time I'm making it clear. So that is it. You are a king, don't make you your father to everybody. Everybody have his own ancestors. I choose not to use my voice to enslave people. I have people which I'm controlling today. The people I've saved, Egwama saved. Tell me one advocator that is from Egwa who fought Zetacron. Did you? Do you do it in their name? Come and say it. But Amy do empower me to preach the undiluted message that will heal the land and make you to have sense. Am I clear today? Then why are you so furious at times? You can condemn other people. The same way Nnamdi Kanu is dear to some persons, also your own is dear to you. Then why do you enjoy insulting other people's God? And you say that you did talk to your own. Nnamdi Kanu is another savior. I love that man in Nigeria more than every other person. So because of what he stands for. If your own stand for better thing, I will also love him. If you do better thing, I will also love you. Agbomayo. The name Moses. He ate their food, he grew there in the palace. He was never part and parcel of the oppression that we are giving to the Israelites. Moses was known as the son of the palace. He was respected and treated as the son of the palace. But Moses were not comfortable with the treatment they were given to him. Just the same way today, despite I'm in abroad. I'm still like somebody who is in Uronigbe right now. Waiting for Fulani, whether they will allow us go farm tomorrow or not. That's the mindset I still have. This is the mindset Moses was having. Despite he was known as son, respected. Everything. He have his own room. Even people were also submissive to him. But he left the palace one day. How did I know that I'm a do son? Nobody told me. I look at my mindset, look at what I stand for. Then I evaluated you. Then from the other side, I found out that we are not just brothers. We are only just black brothers. We are not from the same ancestors. I know myself due to your mindset. That how can you be clapping somebody that came from abroad? I am one man. Then what did that person say? If not because that one is idiot. Which anybody can. He might have used the word in the wrong manner. Okay, you are not supposed to say that. You are trying to logically tell us that, sir, the way we know you are, we are with him now soon or soon. That was just the meaning. But you couldn't read meaning to it. Then I found, okay, I did not belong here. The same thing happens to Moses. Despite the good treatment, he found out that no, I did not belong to the palace. I belong to these same people they are using to drink water. This is where I'm from. This is where I'm from. He came out from the palace one day. He said, I want to go and look at the burden of my people. Moses stood afar and saw an Egyptian were embarrassing an Israelite. Moses went there. Now my brother is the key, so he killed 2 Egyptians and hid them under the sand. He left. He went to the palace of one of the last. He was not to get cannot the way. He and winning by Egypt today. Just the same way I'm saying it at time. If you say you don't want to see me in Nigeria, I can go to Burkina Faso, I can go to Mali. I will obey you. I will obey you, Muakian, but wait for the calamity. If you don't want me to come, I will go to Dakar, Senegal, where I am. If you don't want me to come, I will go to Bamako. I can This was what was in Moses' mind. But on a very good day, he met 2 Israelites again. About to fight. He called them, please come. You are brothers. Please don't fight yourself. The same people Moses were dying for, they were also the one that called Moses. You want to come and kill us the same way you killed 2 Egyptians that day. Hey, Moses, Pharaoh might have known about this. Moses just carried cloth while Elizabeth, he flew from the face of Pharaoh. Moses left the palace. He left the enjoyment. You can go to Benin right now, nobody will stone you. But I choose to remain Ezra. For some people. There is always benefit. Today, everybody use the name of Moses. Let's assume it was Rui. We family Moses Iragmo with Denena. I will remain your praise. At least that name will forever remain. Your mother gave birth to you and called you Moses. Why? Because one or two stories he had about Moses. Today the name is there. Somebody built up that name. Moses was there. He went to the city of Midian. He was still there. He was still a helper. The Moses married, now bear children. After 40 years, the dream that God had towards the Israelites. In the book of Exodus 3 verse 9. He said, Moses, I'm saying to go and meet Pharaoh. I've heard the cry of my people, how the Israelites, how the Egyptian is oppressing them. That cry have reached me. Our cry today as a people have reached God. That's why Donald Trump came. That's why Russia is interested in the continent of Africa to make use of its natural resources for its people. That's why today every coup d'etat, no one they have not succeeded in, because they help them with the ammunition, they train them, they help them with the higher intelligence. While we are here suffering abroad, the saying your brother that you left in Nigeria is still going to pass through land tomorrow because everything you did for your brother. How many of us were able to make our brother to be rich? You bought house, they are in the house. Are they not going to eat? Are you going to now also be the one that going to train all their children in the universities? Why not just let fight for a better society for everyone? Let them fight so that if the society is good, everybody can also on his own. If it is farming, you are farming, you can go to farm. During our father, Bomo were not everywhere like this. They go to farm, but right now, the people that were supposed to farm, they are not farming. A lot of them have gotten problem that they can never enter farm again in their life because they are spirit. So that was how it happens. Moses said, God said, I'm sent to go and meet Pharaoh. That was how Moses reinforced again. In the book of Genesis chapter 4, God told Moses, he said, the people that sought to kill you, said they are dead, don't be afraid. The same people know why who said if they see you, they must kill you in Egypt. He said they are dead, go. Then I asked God again, who am I going to say that sent me? The book of Exodus 3 verse 14. That was what God said who he is. Now that God for identified himself in Exodus 3 verse 14. He said, tell him that I am that I am, that never failed. Really went. He took Aaron as a spokesman. The same Aaron he took as a spokesman was not Aaron who later handled the mantle for them to enter the promised land. He was now one of the boy of Moses, Joshua, that now do the final thing. That today we are very happy when we are mentioning about the Israelites. Everything in life is a process. Nobody ever gotten his freedom in this whole world that doesn't pay sacrifice. Nobody in this world who have gotten their freedom that doesn't pay sacrifice. So 2 weeks, sit it at home for 2 weeks. Don't come and be discouraging these people because you have wide mouth. Let them stay at home. Let them also try this. If this one can give them their freedom. For how long are we going to live this life of sarcophagy? Life of hypocrisy. We want to always say as if we are good. Go and look at their Amazonian leaders. He wrote out something in Twitter. 2 weeks not even enough for you to sacrifice for your brother, for him to be released. Go and look at France the other day. We were burned down because 17-year-old boy that were killed by police. They don't look at the damages they've caused. It's only we want freedom. We don't even want to shoot no cats. We want you to come in a hurry. How will your oppressor just leave you like that to go easily? They cannot leave you like that to go easily. The more you are trying, the more they are tightening everything. House of Representatives, the federal House of Rep in US. Do you know they finally start bringing this thing house in the floor? BBC who carry it. I think I share it in our platform. It's in our National Patriot and EDO Nation is a promised land. It's there. I shared it yesterday.
in this social media handle, Bration. I show it there. The damages this injection have caused. But the globalists, they are still pushing it as if it is good. And we are still helping them to push it as if it is good for our system. Because we want to make sure we defend that very our decision. Not knowing that our decision is bad. Because we last thinking. No wonder the book of Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. He said, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. In other words, knowledge is power. If you have knowledge, you got the whole world. It is what I have knowledge about. I have knowledge about life. It's not everybody of my age who know what I know today. How can I be seeing small boy doing greater things? Then I'll be just there looking for money, building monuments. We go to stay in the monuments when I've not been able to save myself or save my own life. Please, let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. Today is the 30th July, Sunday, 2023. Let's take it easy. For those of us that is interested to call us at times, the reason why I always put our phone number here, in case of other person carry our video, you want to reach us. We are not hiding. We do counseling in time of phone. What you don't understand, call us. I'm not putting my phone number here. I'm not too happy mentioning every day by day. But at times people will start asking, I would have liked to talk to this very boy. There are a lot of numbers right now we are looking for. We haven't gotten it because anytime they do video, they don't say it. But I always want to put my own in here. If you can write it down, you can write it down. Then, please, let's always watch some of our videos. You have something very tangible to do in your life. Our telephone number is +34 631 056 284. Our telephone number +34 631 056 284. So that is our telephone number. So from me here, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you want. IAICP TV. IAICP TV, our YouTube channel. Our backup YouTube channel. I know we are not be putting messages there for the now. For those of us that want to follow us, you can also subscribe there. Inter Udu INTERUDU 247 TV. So you can follow us on National Patriot Association, one of our Facebook. You can also follow us on EDO is a nation. EDO is a promised land, sorry. EDO is a promised land. It's one of our Facebook page also. You can also follow us there. Please, any information we have. If you cannot write comment right now, go and construct a comment. Come and paste it. It also helps. It educates. There are people that don't really have time to watch some videos. That's why if I'm opportune at times, if I don't have busy schedules, I always once in a while put in more comment about the topic I've treated. If it's only that one you always do for, just construct 10 lines, 5 lines, put it there. There are some persons that will also come through that very your comment, you know what is happening. Okay? So let's take it easy. God bless you all. Remain blessed until I come across your way again. From me here, have a nice day. Ciao.
Now we don't hear from Comrade Newton, the message we bring come. Let us know what you think for comment section. If you never subscribe to Dan ARG YouTube, try make you subscribe so that make you for the hear all the things where they happen for Nigeria. Make I leave you with this video, make you help us share them. Thank you for watching Dan ARG YouTube.